I used to live paycheck to paycheck. And let me tell you, that is a horrible place to be, because when you live paycheck to paycheck, you basically have no money at your disposal. And God forbid something happens, you could literally end up homeless. So I'm hoping that what I'm going to share with you in this video will help somebody, even if it's just one person, to help somebody to figure out how to start digging their way out of this paycheck to paycheck cycle, living off debt and all of that. Now, I still have debt, don't get me wrong, but I'm paying it down, and I am paying it down ferociously. Like, I feel like I can be debt free. Maybe not the end of next year, but maybe the end of the following year. It just really depends. Who knows? God knows. Maybe he'll swoop in and, bless me with something big. But should he not, in the meantime, I can show myself faithful with the money that he's allowed to flow through my hands. So I want to share with you 6 ways that I save money. And I'm not talking about, money I save at the store by buying things on sale or stockpiling. It's none of that kind of stuff. This is everyday paycheck application, or when money flows through my hands, how I manage it so that I can save money, putting money aside. So I wrote it all down because I don't want to really go off memory, because it honestly, committing to saving money and not spending everything you have, it requires discipline. It requires some mental focus. And so I just want to make sure I really go into detail, but that I don't forget any of my points. So the first way that I save money, so that I don't even have to think about it, is through auto transferring money for my sinking funds. So here's the thing, sinking funds, if you've never heard what they are, you don't quite understand them. It's simply money that you put aside for unexpected expenses as well as expected expenses. So things that will happen are like, okay, if you have a car, you're going to need to do big maintenance at some point in time. So you start saving and preparing for it in advance. That Christmas is coming, so you need to have a sinking fund for Christmas. Special events that may occur every year are coming. But then there are those things that you're not sure will happen, but they're going to happen. So like, if your car breaks down, that you may have an unexpected maintenance bill. That's kind of an unexpected yet still expected expense. If you're planning for vacations, those type of things are sinking funds that you should save for. And, there's many, many videos on sinking funds, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. But that's just one of the ways that I save. And I do it through auto transfers directly out of my account, out of my paycheck, because if I don't, I will not put that money aside. I know I won't. I just make sure that I have enough money in my account to cover my bills. And then after my sinking funds come out, then I focus on my everyday spending. So that brings me to the second way that I save money, and that's through direct paycheck debit. Just like with the sinking funds, but the difference is this is going into an emergency fund that is more long-term that I do not touch. So it's direct debiting a set amount of money out of my paycheck that goes straight into my online savings account with Ally Bank. And I don't even see it. I don't even feel it. It's like, I just don't even count it as part of my income, because I am not going to spend it unless it is a true emergency. That's one way that I save every day, every paycheck, without having to think about it at all. That account is really building up. I check on it, make sure nobody's trying to hack my account. But for the most part, I set that money and I forget it. The third way that I save money regularly is through savings challenges. I really like savings challenges because they make saving fun. If I'm saving a certain amount of money based on a principle or a criteria that's sort of fun in the making, it makes me kind of like play this little game with myself. So like, for example, one of my savings challenges was I had to save my age on a certain day of the month. I mean, that might not be as fun, but okay. Another one was, I had to count the number of cans that were in my closet on a certain day of the month, or I had to count the number of kitchen towels I had, and of the red kitchen towels or the blue or whatever, I had to save that amount of money. And so it made saving fun. It's kind of like challenging yourself when you do savings challenges. Another very popular way, but I don't think enough people utilize this, is coin savings challenges. You know, you may figure like, oh, it's just 5 cents, it's just 25 cents, it's just a dime, it's just a penny. But here's the thing. All of that adds up. So I do these little piggy bank savings challenges where I have a piggy bank that tallies how much I save, and I'll leave a link to it down in the description box below, but here it is. And basically I just save all of my coins as I get them in the piggy banks, and that money just adds up and I just save it. Now, sometimes I will dip into it for little spending money, but the point is I'm not going into debt anymore. So I'm either saving the little change so that I can spend it later instead of going into debt, or I'm saving it just to continue to build it. Right now, I want to focus on, for the rest of this year, just saving more and less spending. So the fifth way that I save money is through cash envelope transaction transfers. So I got this from the Budget Mom, where basically part of the savings that she does is, or some of the savings challenges she does, is she uses what's in her cash envelopes, and she takes, and she may say like, okay, out of the auto cash envelope, I'm gonna save $5 from here. You know, this is what's left over. And so I started doing that, just literally taking, it may not be a large amount because I don't have as much in my cash envelopes at the end of the month, but you know, even taking $7 and just putting it aside to save it, all of this stuff is compounding. And so it may not be compounding interest unless you add it to your bank account, but even if you just sock it somewhere away, it all builds up. And so it's a great way to save without really feeling it. And it's really good for like if you have a low income or a small income, or if you don't have as much money available to spend because you have to pay off a lot of bills or debt, then, you know, even just small amounts will make a difference in the long run. And so basically I just transfer money from my cash envelopes to either a savings challenge envelope, or I may transfer money from my cash envelope and put it back in the bank. And so another way to save money with, you know, every day is simply, or through your paycheck, is simply through those bank savings apps. So like, you know, you probably heard like, and I know a lot of banks do this now, where you save your change. Again, small coins, small amount, but can make a huge difference in the long haul. It may even be something you could save for something small you want to buy for yourself, versus pulling out your, you know, your credit card and putting it on debt. All of these little ways to save can accomplish so many goals for you. They could accomplish helping you buy smaller items, helping you buy larger items, helping you save for emergencies, helping you save for sinking funds. There's so many ways that you can do it. And really, to challenge yourself to save money is a big thing. It really is, especially if you're anything like me and you never used to save money. I can remember, listen, I'm 53 years old. I'm about to be 54 soon. And one thing I noticed is that I save money now, and I think about my purchases more now than I did when I was younger. When I was younger, in 20s and, you know, 30s even, I just spent the money because it flowed through my hands and I bought whatever I wanted to buy. But there's a such thing as delayed gratification. And the reason you want to delay gratification is so that you're not suffering for decisions you made today, tomorrow, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's all I have to share. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you'll give it a big thumbs up if it sparked any ideas or if it helped you in any way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. I do want to say this. I have another channel, Fine Natural Hair and Faith. Typically, it's about hair. So, you know, if you're a lady on here and you know you want some hair tips or whatever, go on over to that channel, because what I want to say about this channel here is, because I don't have as many subscribers, I'm not going to post as often here as I post over there. Like over there, I post once a week. I'm going to scale back posting on this channel to once every 2 weeks. So you'll get 2 videos from me per month on this channel. It's really not just about, you know, monetizing. Should that come eventually, great. In the meantime, I really have to manage my time as well as managing my money. And part of managing my money is managing my time. I really have to not keep driving myself in a hole, trying to crank out video after video after video. I really want to also only share with you things that I find that I think that you maybe, find useful and helpful. So every other week is what I'm going to scale back to on this channel. It won't be like this forever. It's just, I have to get my footing. So anyway, thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next video. God bless you, and I hope you subscribe if you're new here, because I will be consistent with that 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. I will be consistent with that 2 videos per month. So, it may not be what you're used to, but I do want to make it useful. Thanks again. God bless you.